Okay, let's get into it. When you're learning to drive, one of the things you have to learn is that your hands tend to follow your eyes, or more specifically, the car tends to follow where you're looking. And if you stare at something too long, kind of on the side of the road, the car can start to drift in that direction. Not because you've decided that you're going to turn it there, not because you decided or meant to leave the lane, but because our attention shapes our direction. Where your eyes go, your life starts to follow. So Proverbs 4:25 through 27. Let your eyes look directly forward, and your gaze be straight before you. Ponder the path of your feet, that all your ways will be sure. Do not swerve to the right or to the left. Turn your foot away from evil. This passage is about focus. The father here in Proverbs is teaching his son that wisdom is not only about avoiding the obvious, wisdom is also about learning where to place your attention, the things to think about. Set your mind on these things. Let your eyes look directly forward to what Paul would say is good, right, true, and noble. That doesn't mean we ignore the world around us. It means that we stop living distracted and divided. And temptation often begins by capturing our eyes. What we look at, what we keep watching, what we keep scrolling, what we keep returning to maybe in our imagination. Um, the eyes matter because they feed the heart and they feed our soul, and those things shape the path that we walk. And that's why the next line here says, ponder the path of your feet. Don't just look at what is in front of you. Think honestly about the trajectory, about where that's taking you. Will it cause you to drift? Some things seem really small in the moment, but um, maybe they're forming desire. Maybe they're training our appetite. Maybe they're making our sin feel normal and making obedience to the way of Jesus feel really strange. And that's kind of how drifting works. Nobody drifts towards holiness by accident. The inner pull of sin always pulls us away. We drift towards whatever naturally has our attention. So Proverbs says, don't swerve to the right or to the left. Turn your foot away from evil. So there's some intentionality there. Look forward. Think about your path. Don't swerve. Don't turn away. Our integrity, it's not built by accident. It's built through repeated choices to keep our eyes fixed on what is good, right, and true. It's not just about sexual temptation, though that clearly applies. Um, it's also about envy, bitterness, greed, comparison, about anger and pride, and the sin that quietly grows when we start staring at maybe the wrong things, when we fix our minds on things that are bad for us. The Christian life isn't just saying no to sin, it's also about learning to look in the right direction, fixing our mind on the good. Hebrews says to look to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith, to fix our eyes there. And that is where our strength comes from. Not from staring at temptation and sin and trying to overpower it by being immersed in the patterns of the world, but turning our gaze towards Jesus. So today, pay attention to your attention, because your eyes are discipling your heart and leading you in a direction. And so what are you looking at? And set a discipline of keeping them looking forward on the narrow path towards Jesus. Wherever you find yourself, God goes with you today.